Welcome and welcome back to my current subscribers. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing if you find anything that helps you trade this week. This is Optional Enterprises Watchlist for March 15th, 2020, and we are officially in a bear market. So, what do you do in a bear market? Well, obviously try not to catch the falling knife. But that being said, there are reversals all over the market, so I had a handful picked out. Of course, 7 picks this week, but I had over 150 securities pop up the scanner this week, so it took a while to scan through them. But we're looking at oil. Of course, we all know that President Trump is trying to encourage oil buying right now, so maybe that helps it, maybe it doesn't. We're looking at oil futures /CL on the Thinkorswim platform, and oil's a real easy play this week. We're looking it to get above 33.63 for a long into 36.35, or if it can't get above 33.63, then we're just kind of standing aside, not going to short it, not going to get into it, but below 30.24, and we're looking at a short. I'll be playing it via USO. Of course, there's a couple other ways you can get into them. I think OIH is a fairly decent, heavily traded and at least in options, but USO has the most trading on them, and that's where I'll be focusing my trade. We're going to get into some of these 7 calls. If the oil goes away, I think it's going to go this week. We see we've got a lot of trading right here between 7 and the 9. Most of them took place right here, which looks like maybe somebody was getting out of these positions, closing them out. We'll have to see what that open interest turns into Monday, but we're long on oil above 33. So want to be keeping an eye on that this week. Above 33.63. So for longs, we're looking for an entry above 33.63. Target 36.35. For shorts, entry below 30.24. Target 27.34. Alright guys, let's move on to the next one. So our next symbol here is Exxon Mobil, XOM, and our magic line today is going to be 38.12. We need 38.12 to hold. If we can get 38.12 to hold, then I'm looking at 41.59 as our upwards target. Otherwise, if that cannot hold, then we're looking at 35.05 to be our lower support. So for longs, entry at 38.12. We'd like to see that hold on some good volume, good buying volume. 38.12 needs to hold. If that cannot hold, then that's going to be our entry for short. But for long target, we're looking at 41.59. And for shorts, we're looking for an entry below 38.12. And our short target is going to be 35.05. Alright, that does it for XOM. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so our next one here is XOP. This is the Spider ETF for gas and oil exploration. And we are looking at 9 as that magic line this week. So 9's that critical support level. There was a lot of trading around the 9 calls last Friday, and we're going to see if that turns into open interest this week. So we got about a $2 expected move, so above 9 we could be looking at 11, which is where open interest dies off. So that's reasonable to expect. But below 9 we're looking to retest that 8, possibly down to 7. So for longs, we want entries above 9. Target 1050. For shorts, entries below 9. Target 750. That does it for XOP. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our next symbol here is going to be the IWM. You know, the Russell's been taking a pretty hard hit this week. Last week, I should say. And using the same analysis that we use on the SPY. These 113.50s, these were traded on the 12th. And became open interest on the 13th. They have stayed there, so we know below 113.50 is going to be a pretty strong short. But we've got some pretty strong support here at 115. On both the put and call side. So we're looking for 115 to be our magic number this week. Anything above 115 and we can look for calls. Below 115 and we're looking down to 113.15. Now the market just opened up and looks like the S&P 500 futures are down 120 points. So that we can reasonably assume that IWM is going to gap down in the morning. We're looking for 115 to be our support zone. So back over to the chart. So there's 114.88. Now that's a monthly support level, not where a lot of the block trades took place. Block trades took place much lower. I think somewhere down here. Anyways, we're looking at 114.88, or we'll just say 115 to be our support level. So for longs, entries above 115. And you want to see some good buying volume on that. The IWM does have a $9.50 expected move this week. So from its current position, 950 would be, looks like about 127. Not too likely. We're going to use 115 as the $9 expected move, and 115 brings us up to about 123. So let's get our text box going here. Target. We're going to say 120. For shorts, we want entries below 115. And we're going to make our target 108. Alright, that does it for IWM. Let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so our next one here is ROKU, R-O-K-U, and our magic number this week is going to be 78.86, and you can see that right there. That's kind of where this bull flag took off into this amazing rally. And 78.86, below that, then we're looking down to 70. Has a $10 expected move right now. We closed out at 80.95. It's actually a little more than $10. It's like 10.60. But so we're going to say 70 is going to be our lower support level, which does coincide with this lower support level of 69, which is the low of this larger candle right here. So 78.86 is going to be the magic number for that. Short below 78.86, and we might find support down there. But if 78.86 does hold, if it just gaps down and it somehow is held there, we could be looking for calls. Up from 78.86, we'd be looking at around 88 bucks, which would essentially just fill this little gap right here. So for longs, we want an entry above 78.86. Also, we want to see 78.86 hold. We are currently above 78.86, but it's reasonable to assume, again, with the market gapping down, futures, the overnight trading, ROKU will likely gap down as well. we want to see 78.86 hold for a target of 88. For shorts, an entry below 78.86. Our target's going to be 70, which is right above that 69 support level of that large breakout candle. Alright, that does it for Roku. Let's move on to the next one. So our next symbol is going to be VXX, heavily traded for options, and we're looking at the Overnight Volatility Index Futures, expiring March 20th. Obviously, you can see we're up about 13% right now, and we are reaching the highs from 2008 and 2009. We're 69.40. We're not quite there yet. We're just about $9 off. But nevertheless, VXX did pop up as a reversal, and it's obviously the obvious trade, short volatility in a market like this. But is it ready? Well, looking at these gapping down, I would say no, but it's definitely something you want to be watching. Maybe some longer dated options. But we look at VXX again, we're seeing almost reaching highs. So we can reasonably say that this is going to be above this high when we open up, if futures don't come back. You could be looking for a short-term short from there, but above 52.09. If you're looking for it to hold, you could be looking for some more calls higher, up to maybe 64.94, which would be the estimated move if the VIX futures top out. However, if 52.09 breaks, I'd be looking for a short there. So, whoops. Above 52.09, longs till 64.94. But if we are below 52.09, short to 41. Alright, that does it for VXX. Let's move on to... And my final selection for this week is going to be CRWD, CrowdStrike Holdings. And there was a lot of interesting trades that hopefully we find turn into open interest. If they do, then we can definitely be looking at a strong reversal for this one. Currently, we want to see 37.82 hold. That's going to be our magic number for this one this week. There we go. Okay, so we want that 37.82 to hold right there. If we can hold 37.82, then we're looking at a target of $40.30 to the upside, which is going to be right there. However, 37.82 can't hold, then we're looking at 34.50, which is the intersection point right there of this downtrending channel. I'll bring that out to a monthly so you can see that a little better. Well, maybe a weekly would be better. There we go. So we can see that downtrending channel. Actually, don't know why all these are still here, but that downtrending channel, that's where we would expect to short if we break that critical support area. So back out to a year chart here. Okay, so for longs, we want entries above 37.82. Keep in mind, market is going to pull back tomorrow unless futures roar back overnight. Down, the equity futures now currently down 128.50 on the S&P 500. So that'd be a pretty major comeback, but that's why we're looking for some pullbacks. But we want that 37.82 to hold. A long target is gonna be $40.30. For shorts, entries below 37.82. Target's going to be 34.50. Remember, always try to trade with the market. If the market is bearish, then your security is most likely going to follow suit unless there's a reason for it not to. So trade accordingly, trade with the trend. That does it for me. I hope that this helped someone. Wishing you profits. This is Optional Enterprise. I'll talk to you next week.